My husband, Alan, and I have been married for 8 years. In that time, he has brought a total of 99 women home. Now I look at this 100th young girl. She gives me a defiant look, then turns to ask him,
Alan, is that your useless wife?
Yes.
Alan leans back in his chair, and lazily replies. Betty walks over to me, pats my face.
Tonight, listen carefully to how a capable woman does it.
That night, I am forced to sit in the living room and listen to a night of moaning. The next morning, Alan tells me, as usual,
Mia, make me breakfast.
No.
I refuse.
He seems to have forgotten. He and I are in a contract marriage.
Alan looks surprised when he hears my refusal.
Mia, gas mixed night? You out of your mind?
He gives me a once-over. I say nothing, just quietly look at him. After a moment,
Fine, if you want it, you do it. You big dingwats and all thing.
with that, he waves for the housekeeper to prepare breakfast. Just then, the young girl from last night comes bouncing over to me.
Big sister, how was last night? Exciting?
She's about to say more.
Don't talk too much. Go wash up and eat breakfast.
Alan pulls her back. The girl raises an eyebrow at me, her eyes brimming with smugness. At the table, Alan and the girl flirt over breakfast. I don't even look up. I'm busy calculating how to spend the days ahead. After a while, someone taps my arm. I look up. Alan is standing next to me. I look at him, puzzled.
What's the matter?
What were you thinking about so intently?
I pause for a second.
I was thinking about what I should do next.
Alan snorts.
What can you do? Besides cleaning, and what else are you good at?
I don't react much to the belittling words he says so naturally. I've gotten used to him talking like this. For 8 years, I've devoted myself entirely to taking care of Alan, sacrificing almost all my personal time, my whole life revolving around him. I've nearly forgotten what I used to be like, back when I was full of dreams. 8 years ago, my mother was critically ill and needed money urgently. When I was at my wit's end, Alan appeared.
I can give you $5 million. But there's a condition. A marriage contract. You help me deal with the whole family.
For my mother's sake, I agreed. For 8 years, I watched him bring different women home. Once, when he was drunk, he looked at me with unusual seriousness and said,
Mia, we are from 2 different worlds. Don't get any ideas about me.
I always thought Alan just didn't know how to love someone. But last year, I found out that he once had a first love, who died of an illness, and the girl he brought home yesterday looks about 60 to 70% like his deceased first love. So I wasn't surprised when he had breakfast with her today. I was even starting to figure out when would be the best time to leave. Alan calls my name impatiently, when I don't respond.
Mia!
I come back to the present.
I want to go out and find a wob.
I say calmly. He scoffs.
Someone like you? Cleaning at Huo Corporation is probably the best you can do. You're not even as good as a fresh graduate like Betty.
Just as I'm about to say something, Betty comes out of the bedroom.
Brother Aksu, do I look good in this dress?
She's wearing the clothes Alan buys every year for his late first love. Last time I was cleaning, I only touched that outfit, and he slapped me.
Beautiful. You can wear any of the clothes in there as you like.
Betty shows off proudly,
Really? Thank you, Brother Aksu.
then deliberately says to me,
Xiamu, do I look in this dress?
I nod sincerely and give her a compliment.
Beautiful. It really suits you.
My words catch her off guard for a second. Before she can react, I've barely lain down on the bed when I get a call from Alan.
Hello?
Betty needs to go back to school. You drive her.
I can't help frowning and say,
Isn't there a driver at home?
has anger creeping into his voice.
Is it really that hard for you to do anything now?
Before he can lose his temper further, I quickly agree.
Fine.
Wouldn't it have been better if you'd agreed earlier?
He sounds satisfied. Alan and Betty are waiting for me in the yard.
Hurry up, Betty has an exam. Don't waste her time.
Betty grins at me.
Mia, thank you so much.
When they say goodbye, they share a passionate kiss in the yard. Once in the car, Betty looks at me defiantly.
Sorry, Mia. Alan is a bit enthusiastic. Is he like that with you?
When I don't answer, she smirks.
A man like Alan, why would he ever want someone like you? An old, boring woman?
Probably because I keep ignoring her, and she gets bored with her own chatter. Betty soon quiets down. Just as we're nearing her school, an out-of-control car comes hurtling toward us. I quickly turn the wheel to change direction. Even though I react fast, we still get hit. When I look back at her, I see a small scratch on her arm. After the car comes to a stop, I feel a sharp pain in my leg. Betty groans too. My left leg has a fractured tibia. Alan arrives. He strides over to Betty in 3 big steps.
Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere?
Alan, my hand hurts.
Take her to the hospital for a full checkup, now.
He passes by me twice, but not once do his eyes land on me. I smile silently to myself. The pain in my leg seems to mask the pain somewhere else in my body. After I'm taken to the hospital, I overhear some nurses talking.
Alan is so good to his little girlfriend. She only got a scratch on her hand, and he's already calling in specialists from every department for a consultation.
A man who knows how to care. And rich, too. Where do you find someone like that? Marrying him must be so happy.
I answer in my heart. Being married to Alan is not happy at all. Just before the doctors wheel me into the operating room, I see Alan leading Betty over.
How are you?
He asks with a slight frown.
Can't you pay attention when you drive? Luckily, Betty wasn't seriously hurt.
Betty whines pitifully next to him.
It's all my fault for asking Sister Mia to drive me to school. That's why this happened.
It's not your fault. You got hurt too, didn't you? I'll take you out for a late night snack.
The doctor comes over to say the surgery is ready.
The operating room is ready. We can take her in now.
Ouch! It hurts.
But then Betty calls out to him, and his attention is gone. The surgery goes smoothly.
Did you notify any family members?
I pause for a few seconds, then say,
No need to notify anyone. I don't have any family.
During my stay in the hospital, I hired a caregiver to look after me. Alan took Momo out to have fun every day. Momo sent me photos of their outings every day. They went to the beach, went snorkeling, and watched the undersea starry sky. They posted passionate kisses at various check-in spots. Looking at their photos, I felt absolutely nothing. Lately, I've been busy preparing to start a biotech R&D studio with a friend. Over the past 8 years, I've been helping my friend with product development in my spare time. My friend has always wanted me to start a studio with her, but I never agreed. Many friends said I wasted 8 years of my life for an agreement, but I don't regret it. For me back then, nothing was more important than my mother. Now that my agreement with Alan has ended, I'm free. On the day I was discharged from the hospital, Alan called me for the first time in a while.
When are you coming back? The house is a complete mess right now. You're not out of the hospital
I gave a
yet.
soft, sarcastic laugh and asked him,
Are the Savants not doing their jobs now?
You know I don't like others touching my things. Some company documents need you to organize as well.
I glanced at the time and was about to say when the nurse came to the door.
Mia, time to settle the bill and check out.
Go settle it and come back right away. Hurry up. Hurry back.
Mia, are you free?
Everything is over. After the divorce, I'm leaving.
Yes, let's go sign the contract, then let's go eat hot pot. Let's go.
While Laura and I were discussing the contract details, Alan called again. I glanced at the phone screen, turned it over, and asked Laura.
Continue.
She raised her chin toward me.
Really don't love him anymore?
Laura was the only one who knew I had developed feelings for Alan, but those feelings had been worn away completely by Alan's repeated hurtful actions.
Some people, we were never from the same world. I know. I watched it happen.
After signing the contract, we went to the hot pot restaurant we used to go to. When I took my first bite of spicy beef, tears welled up in my eyes.
Is it really that good? Are you crying because it's delicious?
I smiled but didn't answer. Since I got together with Alan, I hadn't touched any strongly scented food like this. Because he said the smell of hot pot on clothes or many other things that would bring shame. In public, I couldn't laugh loudly, speak loudly. For 8 years I had become an emotionless tool, now sensing the faint breath of
Freedom. I can almost smell it.
It was already 10 at night when I got back from hot pot. When I pushed open the door, I saw Alan sitting in the living room with a dark expression. He had called more than 10 times today, but I hadn't answered.
Where did you go?
I changed my shoes, washed my hands.
I had dinner with a friend.
When he smelled the hot pot on me, his face grew even darker.
I told you not to eat hot pot. The smell is so strong.
Does it not affect you when Momo eats it?
Alan's disgust became even more apparent.
Can you compare to Momo? Besides, she's not a member of the Allen family.
Not now, but soon.
After all, it was clear to anyone with eyes that Momo was special to him.
Mia, I'm off. Take care of the divorce thing. See you abroad.
Mia, please review the terms.
When I saw the words leave with nothing, I signed my name at the bottom.
File it. I'll sign the final copy when it's ready.
Just then Momo sent me a video. The video showed a lavishly decorated hotel lobby. On the stage, a sign read, "Welcome to Alan and Momo's engagement ceremony."
Make sure the flower arrangements are white roses only. She doesn't like red.
I just sort of want to marry him, and he didn't care about opinions at all. He's going through with this engagement money for me. The ceremony is in 2 days. You're welcome to come.
2 days later is my 30th birthday, and the day I leave on my booked flight, I blocked Momo's number as well. I started packing my things. In 8 years of living in the Allen family, I had never bought a single item. I had moved in with one suitcase. Now, after packing my own things,
One suitcase.
Make me a seafood porridge.
Hearing his entitled, commanding tone, I thought to myself,
One last time.
so I didn't refuse. When I brought the seafood kani to the table,
Here.
Why haven't you been talking lately?
Sore throat lately. Don't feel like talking.
before I would talk to him about different things every day, even though Alan rarely responded, Alan clicked his tongue in disgust, picked up the packed seafood kani and left. He didn't come back until the day of his engagement to Momo. I placed the agreement from 8 years ago together with the divorce papers on the table. I pulled my suitcase, took one last look to the airport without looking back. Just before I boarded the plane,
Window seat, Mia? Yes, please.
Alan suddenly called me. I hung up without hesitation and threw the SIM card into the trash can. From today on, I will run toward my own future with big strides. The plane landed in cold country M.
Mia! Over here!
Saw Laura waving at me enthusiastically. The moment I reached her, she gave me a big hug.
Congratulations. You've left the past behind.
I gently punched her shoulder.
All right, let's go. The studio has a lot to handle. By the way, this is your new assistant, Leo.
Nice to meet you, Mia.
Nice to meet you too. Just call me Mia.
From the moment I saw Laura, I was in a whirlwind of activity. It was past 11 when I finally got back to the rented apartment that day. And so, with a high-intensity routine between 2 points a week passed,
Officially established.
on the day of the opening ceremony, my body felt exhausted, but the mental satisfaction was something I had never experienced before. Back in the Allen family hold, my days revolved entirely around Alan with no time to myself.
This is my time.
In stark contrast to my joyous side, was Alan, who had just returned to the Allen family. Let's rewind to a week earlier. After I hung up the phone, a sudden unease crept into Alan's heart, just as he was about to call me a second time.
Alan! The ceremony is starting! Come on!
So Alan put his phone away. After the ceremony,
Alan, let's go traveling. Just the two of us.
Alan looked at her face, which resembled that of the person in his heart,
All right.
and couldn't bring himself to refuse. He immediately booked tickets and flew abroad with her for a trip. A week later, he returned home.
Mia, I'm back. Mia!
Where is she?
Alan frowned deeply. thinking of the changes in me. Before the unease he had long ignored surged again. He called me no matter how many times, only hearing a robotic female voice.
Sir, you're back. Where did she go?
I asked you, where is Mia?
Mia. She left with her suitcase a week ago.
Then why didn't you notify me?
Because I couldn't reach you, sir.
Only then did Alan remember.
Alan, turn off your phone. Let's have a real couple's getaway, just us two.
And turned off his phone as Momo suggested. He hadn't expected to miss news about me. Alan was seething with frustration but had nowhere to vent.
Mia, if you have the guts, don't ever back. Let's see where you can go without me.
After washing up he went to the study to handle some matters. As soon as he entered he saw 2 documents on the desk. Alan was momentarily stunned when he saw the private agreement on top.
What is this? When did we sign this?
He couldn't remember when he and I had signed such an agreement. When he opened it he recalled what had happened 8 years ago.
How is this possible? How do I not remember this?
He was silent for a moment, then abruptly tore the divorce papers to shreds.
Mia! This agreement doesn't count! I never said it's over! How dare you leave without my permission?
Seeing the end date on the agreement, he remembered that was when my attitude had started to change.
No, that can't be true. All these 8 years, her care, her attention, every single thing, was all because of this agreement?
Mia, without my permission, don't even think about escaping.
Alan picked up his phone and called his assistant.
Mr. Allen, how can I help?
Find Mia, her whereabouts. I want where she went, who she's with, what she's doing.
I had no idea that Alan was having people look for me.
The absorption rate is 37%, still 8% short of our target.
Adjust the molecular encapsulation, try the third formula.
A couple of days ago, the studio took on a skincare product development project. Every day, Bill and I led the department in overtime work. Just as we finished discussing the results, my phone rang. It was a servant from the Allens family.
Speak.
Madam, young master comes back with a serious face every day. We are all very... He has changed chefs 3 times, and he's not satisfied with any of them. Yesterday, he came back drunk and smashed everything in the studio.
Continue.
He had people looking for you for 2 days, and then gave up. Momo moved in.
The reason Alan sent people to look for me at first was simply that my sudden departure made him feel like he'd lost face.
Then? Momo. That's fine.
I listened to the things about Alan and then let them go, but what I didn't know was that after the person from the Allens family hung up the phone, he looked up and saw Alan standing not far away, watching him.
Mr. Allen,
You can contact Mia?
Yes, Mr. Allen.
Call her again.
When I saw that person's number again, I found it a bit strange, but I still answered.
Hello? What's the matter?
Mia, where are you?
After a few seconds of silence,
What do you want?
Mia, where are you? Tell me where you are.
my already limited patience ran out completely.
If there's nothing else, I'm hanging up.
Are you sure you're not coming back?
The agreement is over. Why would I go back?
Alan was silent for a moment, then said,
I can pay more. 10 million, is that enough?
I sighed and said calmly,
Alan, we're from different worlds. Since the agreement is over, there's no need to stay in touch.
If 10 million isn't enough, I can give 20 million.
I've already lost 8 years of my freedom. I don't want to spend another day living around you.
Mia, don't be ungrateful. I'm asking you one last time, do you?
I'm not coming back to the Allen family.
With that, I hung up the phone directly, not caring whether Alan was furious on the other end. Alan, who had been hung up on, was stunned at first, then threw his phone to the ground and left. Back in his study, he called his assistant.
Arrange the wedding with Betty.
Alan thought that if I saw the news of him marrying Betty, I would come back in a fit of anger, but he forgot that the day I left was exactly the day of his engagement ceremony with Betty, and since our marriage was only maintained by a piece of paper, after that day, the news of Alan and Betty's wedding spread like wildfire online. Betty took advantage of the hype and started a social media, account to
Which one do you
document
think
her
you'll
wedding
like
preparations
best?
with Alan. When Laura told me about this and asked her suspiciously,
Are you that bored lately?
I just saw something interesting and wanted to share it with you.
I glanced at the video on her phone and then looked away. Alan really does spoil that woman. Seeing that I didn't respond, Laura clicked her tongue in disappointment. Before leaving, she suddenly asked,
Did you guys get divorced yet? The lawyer just told me Alan won't agree to the divorce. I don't know what he's thinking. Once I'm done with this project, I'll go back and handle it.
Laura said.
What if Alan just can't let you go?
I had thought about that possibility too, but I quickly dismissed it. Alan is a selfish businessman. My presence made his life more comfortable, so he was willing to spend money or use other conditions to get me back. But my refusal hurt his pride, and he wouldn't allow himself to show weakness again. His marriage to Betty was just a way to threaten me into coming back. But I'm no longer the Mia of the past. None of these things matter to me anymore. It was a week later, when I finally finished my work. I opened my phone and saw a live stream of Alan and Betty's wedding. Out of curiosity, I clicked on it, smiling brightly, but Alan didn't look very happy. He kept looking around the venue, as if he couldn't find the person he wanted to see.
Alan! Alan!
Betty called him several times before he snapped out of it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Suddenly, he grabbed the microphone from the officiant.
the wedding is canceled. Consider this meal my treat.
Ashu, what are you doing?
I suddenly don't feel like marrying you anymore.
Why? Why? Tell me why!
Because I've realized you, this stand-in, don't resemble the original at all.
Stand-in? You're saying I'm a stand-in?
Soon after, a number I knew by heart appeared on my screen. I rejected it without hesitation. The next second, the same number called again. Frowning, I blocked it. The news of Alan calling off the wedding quickly trended on social media. Many netizens called him a jerk for humiliating the woman at such an important moment. I saw a comment from someone claiming to be an insider. Alan has been married for 8 years already. The one he was about to marry is the other woman. Netizens' gossip instincts exploded instantly. They all started leaving comments under that post, asking for details. That netizen spilled everything about Alan and me. Soon, that story also trended. Many people went to Betty's account and asked if she was the other woman. That same day,
Mia, please give Alan back to me. Please don't destroy our relationship.
Betty posted a video. She didn't directly answer the netizens' questions.
I, Alan, admit that I cheated. Betty is the other woman. Mia is my legal wife.
Well played. But not by her.
Alan posted a video from his verified account admitting to the affair. His move sealed the fact that Betty was the other woman. The netizens, who had just been fooled, immediately turned on her. Knowing you're the other woman, and still acting so righteous. Disgusting. When Betty arrived at the Allen's family home, the butler was packing up her things.
Where is Alan?
She grabbed the butler by the arm, her face full of displeasure.
The young master is not home. Your belongings have already been packed for you.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
The young master said Miss Betty must move out. The house needs to be cleaned thoroughly, waiting for Miss Mia to return.
Betty became even more shocked. Just then, Alan pushed the door open and walked in. Betty looked at him with a pitiful expression.
Are you kicking me out?
We're done. I'll have someone transfer you $1 million later.
Alan said expressionlessly. Betty said bitterly,
You said you would love me forever. Why are you kicking me out?
Escort her out.
Let me go! Alan! Alan!
Alan didn't want to get tangled up with her, so he had people throw her out. After Betty was kicked out, Alan sat in the living room, trying to find traces of me. But he realized that at some point, all traces of me had disappeared from the house. He felt lost. And no matter how many times he called my number, he couldn't get through. All Alan could do was continue to have people search for me.
Find her, I don't care how long it takes. Find Mia.
One day after work, I saw Alan standing at the entrance of the studio. I instinctively frowned and tried to walk away faster, but Alan grabbed my hand and said my name in a low voice.
What do you want?
Mia,
There was a hint of unease in his tone.
I'm here to take you home.
In all the years of our marriage, this was the first time I'd heard him speak in that tone.
What home? My home is right here.
Alan reached out to pull me, but I sidestepped out of the way. I looked at him expressionlessly.
The Allens family has always been your home. I'm here to take you back.
When I heard that, the corner of my mouth curled into a bitter, ironic smile.
Let's go home together.
Home? Where is your home?
Once before, I had said to Alan,
After that day, I never mentioned the word home again. Alan, I'm not naive enough to think the Allens family is my home.
As soon as I said this, Alan's face gradually turned pale.
No. I just didn't understand my own feelings back then. I know now I won't say those things anymore. I finally realized I've loved you all along. Come back with me.
What does that have to do with me?
I asked him.
Mia? Why aren't you heading home yet? Want to grab dinner together?
Just as Alan was about to continue speaking, a young man's voice came from behind me.
Who is this?
Bill walked over and looked at me. Alan looked at me with a hint of expectation in his eyes. I said calmly,
Just my ex-husband. The one who cheated on me with multiple women.
Bill had heard Laura talk about what happened between Alan and me.
So he's regretful now? Trying to win you back?
The disdain in his voice was so obvious that Alan's face darkened.
What happens between Mia and me is none of your business.
I smiled and ignored him. I turned to Bill.
Where do you want to eat? Laura isn't here today anyway.
I want sashimi.
Okay.
Mia! Mia!
Alan kept calling my name, his voice gradually turning tearful, but I felt no pity and walked on without looking back. During the meal, Bill asked me curiously about what had happened with Alan. I told him everything while eating. He took a big gulp of alcohol and looked at me with pity.
It's okay. The next one will be better.
I hadn't expected someone as proud as Alan to become so persistent. The next day at work, I saw Alan at the studio entrance again.
Mia, I won't give up. I'll wait for you until you change your mind.
I frowned at him.
Alan, there's no chance for us anymore. The agreement is over.
Alan refused to believe it and stubbornly tried to hand me the flowers. Without even glancing at them, I turned and walked into the studio. For a while after that, Alan showed up at my studio entrance every day. Watching him indulge in his own self-pity, I felt nothing but irritation. Then one day, news broke that the Allen Corporation...
So annoying.
Alan waiver room reported see Alan to be questioned.
Guess what? It was Betty. She went to the Allen mansion while he was away and collected all the evidence to report him. The investigation found massive amounts involved. Allen, as CEO, got taken away. He's going to be reformed.
Because of this, the divorce case I had entrusted to my lawyer was finally granted. He asked to see me, but I refused without a second thought.
No need. Some people don't deserve another meeting.
Mia! The biggest cosmetics company in the country wants to partner with us. They want the machine you developed. Long-term partnership.
Laura suddenly burst through the door, excitedly telling me. I was stunned for a moment.
Let's do it.
After leaving the wrong person, the future really does get better.